What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Friday Finish Lines. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel, where I take motivational quotes and I use them on different topics, not only to inspire you guys, but you take these quotes and use them to inspire others. That being said, my topic of discussion today is change. How to change your life, how you shouldn't be afraid of change, and how change is something that is only going to progress you and push you to be your best self. So, I have two amazing quotes for you guys today. Let's get started. Alright guys, so change is something that most of us have experienced in our life. Whether you know it or not, but you've gone through some change. As you get older, even when you're younger, you experience change and life comes at you really, really fast. And you sort of get into this pattern of things. And then that's when people become complacent. And that's when time, starts to feel like it passes by really fast. And I'm pretty sure that happens to all of us. But there comes a point where when you start to invite change into your life, that's when your life feels maybe prolonged, or it feels like time stops for a second because you're constantly looking for something new, something different. And I'm not saying to chase this feeling or chase this idea of or rush of change, but embrace it. Know that it's coming and welcome it into your life, and realize that what may seem as an obstacle or may seem like adversity is actually opportunity, and it's a chance for you to not only evolve but make a difference in your life. Maybe change the trajectory of it in a way that you never thought was possible. So my first quote for you guys today comes from Barack Obama. He says, "Change will not come if you wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones you've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." And I really like that, because a lot of us feel as though what we do or how we interact with people doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, I think it does. How you look at people, how you, interact with this person next to you really can dictate a change in the world. And I always think about stories, especially moments in my life where I've said something to someone and they were like, "Oh, you know what? I needed that." And a lot of us have these urges in our life we see someone and we're like, "I don't know why, but I feel inclined to tell you this, or I feel inclined to mention this to you." And in that moment, that's something that God is using you for. Because of what you've gone through in your life, the changes that you have gone through, He has prepared you for this moment so that you can talk to another one of His children and let them know that, hey, it's going to be okay. And God, wanted me to tell you this, or I had this urge to tell you this. And that is kind of what we miss in this life, because we're so afraid of not necessarily confrontation, but some of us are afraid of just interacting with people, or coming off seeming weird, or maybe not giving out compliments because we want people that are going to take it the wrong way. And you know what? Sometimes that may happen, but that shouldn't deter you from actually going out and doing that thing or being that change in this world, because we need more people like that. We need more people that are willing to step out of their comfort zone and look at someone and say, "Hey, I see you, and I hope you have a great day." That's really what it is. There's a guy on TikTok, Instagram. I really like what he does. It's usually jokes sometimes, but sometimes he'll go and we'll have his meta glasses on and he'll be like, "Computer, program this person to have a great day." And I like that, spreading positivity. And there's also another guy who, whenever he's out somewhere, he'll just spark up a conversation, because that's what it's about. Human interaction, being here on this earth. We're put here on this earth together, not as individuals. And so my last quote for you guys today comes from Jim. James Baldwin. He says, "Everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced." So until you face your fears, until you look something in the eye and tell it, "I'm not going to let you dictate my life. I'm going to be the change. I'm going to take this by the horns and ride it," that is the only moment that things will change. It will never change unless you look it and face it and really tell yourself that I'm going to overcome this, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that is a great way to live. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my Friday Finish Lines. I'll see you guys next week with a new video, with a new topic. I'm going to Mammoth this weekend. Wish me luck in the snow, and hopefully I don't fall on my ass snowboarding. So I wish you guys all the best, and I hope February is treating you right. And happy Black History Month. I'll see you guys next week. Drink your water, stay safe, all right? Catch you.